Hey everyone, welcome back. And in this class, we are going to learn about Terraform Remote State. Okay, so as you guys already aware of the local state, like this you do every day. So whenever in our previous classes we have initialized the Terraform, so that state file gets created, and in that state file it maintains the memory of your Terraform, like what resources has been created and what resources has been deleted. So this thing we are already aware, and we have a lecture on this also. So we will see why you should not use local state, not locate, okay, local state. Why you should not use. Then we will be doing a setup of S3 and DynamoDB. Okay, we will see how this both will help us to do the remote state. Okay, we will be managing this state file remotely. And then nothing, just hands-on only we are going to do. Okay, so let's begin. So for this class, what we have to do, the first thing we will be doing, that is we'll be creating a S3 bucket, and then we are going to create a DynamoDB. Okay, before that, I'll just let you know the flow, how it works basically, that remote state. So suppose there are, if you're a single person and you're working on your personal project, then in that case, your local state file is quite good. You don't need to use this S3 bucket and DynamoDB, as no one else is going to use your Terraform state file other than you. But if you are in a team, okay, in a team of some person, some few people, like 4 5 people, or two person even. So suppose person A is there, person B is there, and this is your server. Okay, you are using this server, and in this server you are also creating a Terraform resource file, any bucket you are creating, and this guy also is creating in the same directory if you are. So in that case, what will happen, both people are going to change the state file. Okay, tfstate file. So in that case, your state file will get corrupted if both are using at the same time. So this is the issue if you are working in a team. So to solve this issue, what is the solution we have? That is, the we will be storing the state file in the S3 bucket. Okay, so here you will have the S3 bucket. Okay, in that bucket we are going to uh, keep our state file. Okay, state file we will be having, and then we will having a DynamoDB. In that we are going to insert one row, okay, with a key. So what will happen if we take the above scenario, like A, B, so this is the A, this is the B. So this guy is suppose doing Terraform apply. So in that case, what will happen? This will go and do the changes in the state file and create one entry into the DynamoDB. Okay. In the DynamoDB, it will create an entry with a key, suppose with name key1. And in case if person B is also going and trying to insert in this case, so in that case, usually if you have a primary key, so what will happen? It will throw you a unique constant error, but in case of DynamoDB, it will show like resources already used or something like that. Okay, one error this guy will fish, and in that case, your it will show like it will be the concept of like log DB. Okay, log DB or key, I guess, log to DB. Okay, so in this way we can prevent the conflicts. So we are going to do the hands-on. So first of all, we will be creating a S3 bucket actually. So let me just go to the S3. Here you can you need to what we say, give a unique name. So general purpose only I need, so I can give my Terraform log -6547, and you have to block this. Okay, then you need to enable versioning in case if your state file gets deleted, so you can recover. and just create a bucket. So we are in the US East one only. So bucket has been created. Okay. Next we have to create a DynamoDB. So just you have to do click on create table and give a table name something like Terraform Remote Table. Okay. You have to give a partition key. You can give the name anything which you want. So I can give the name as something like we can give what we can give key or okay like ID we can give lock ID. Okay. Short key is not required. So partition key is just acts as your primary key. So you can read here also partition key is part of the table's primary key, and if you do short key, it will act as a composite key. That's it. If you understand relational database, then you can easily understand this thing. Okay, so this is the default settings only, and what we can do resource based policy. Okay, we can keep it all as default. Now just do create table. Okay, so it will take a few seconds of time. Okay, well, I'll just pause the video until it's created. Okay, so here I can see table is created. So if I just click here, so I can see nothing is there. Okay, get live item count. If I see, okay, nothing is there. Explore items you have, nothing we have. We can create any item we want. So whenever we will do apply, so item will be created here. Okay. So what we have to do now, the next step will be, so in your whatever Terraform file, we are going to have a block of backend. Okay, backend S3, and that will be under Terraform. We will be creating a file with backend.tf. Inside that, we will be providing the whatever the configuration details like bucket name we are going to provide. I will show you how. Then key is there. Don't get confused this key as the DynamoDB key. It will be the path of your S3 bucket where you want to store the file. Then we will have the region. So US East one obviously in this one. Then DynamoDB underscore table. Here the name. Then what we have, we can give the one option of encrypt. So it will just encrypt your state file, like server-side encryption will happen. Okay, so let me just open up my terminal. Okay, so here we can take any our previous TF files. So I'm thinking to take a file of our we can take of EC2 one. So let me just search where we have created Terraform provisioner is there, dynamic blocks. We have functions. Is it a function? This one we can take remote, right? There main.tf file I have. Mm, okay, so what I will be doing, I will just copy this full directory itself. cp-r terraform remote with the name terraform state. Okay, Cool. Now I will just open up that folder from here. That will be this one. Let's quickly open it. Okay, so I'm going to simply delete this one. That we can do it from the terminal itself, no need to do from there. Okay, we are in Terraform state. We are going to do rm-rf dot terraform. Okay, then give star, it will delete everything. Okay, then we have Terraform state file also, that also it will remove. Okay, cool. So now we have only this main.tf, and that index.html is also there. I guess we are copying it somewhere. We are copying or not file. Maybe it was used in file provisioning. Okay, we are not copying here, so we can simply remove this, not required. Okay, so now we have this main.tf. Now we are going to create another directory, that is the backend.tf. Okay, insert whatever I told you to add, the same thing which we are going to add. So the block will be terraform. Then we are going to have the backend. We'll give the S3, and inside S3 we can give the details. Okay, so what will be details we discuss? So details will be our bucket. So just give the bucket equal to what is the value of the bucket. So we need to check from here. So I'll simply see the bucket name and copy paste. In this one we can see my terraform log something. Okay, this is the bucket. The next thing which we are going to give, that is the key. So we can give as where we are going to store. So we can give as dev slash something. We can give dev slash terraform.tfstate only. Okay, next we have the region. So that we are using as US East one only. What is the main.tf? It should be same. Yeah, US East one. Then we have the Dynamo table. So Dynamo table name is what it is. Let me just check the name of the table. Terraform dash remote table. Okay, and the last option which we have, that is the encrypt. We can give it as true. Okay, just save it, and now we are good to do Terraform init. Okay, so it will initialize the backend, and it will go to create a state file. We can see if anything came here. Okay, no object yet. We'll just wait few seconds. As locally init is faster, but for S3 it will be a bit slow, as there is a network communication. Okay, let me just check. Okay, we are not able to see anything here yet. We'll just do Terraform. Sorry, we had to do plan actually. Okay, so we got something. Okay, we are going for acquiring state log. This will take a few moments. Acquiring the state log, operation error. 400 request ID, one or more parameter values were invalid, missing key lock ID in the item, unable to retrieve item from DynamoDB table. Okay, the provided key element does not match the schema. Okay, therefore requires a state. Okay, we'll see what is this issue. Okay, so I checked the issue. So the issue is related to our the DynamoDB table key. So Terraform looks for the case sensitive key, but we gave the key as the uh, lock ID. It should be lock I and D both should be capital. We'll see if we can update anything. Mm, indexes we don't have. Accents, create item, edit. Okay, nothing is coming up here. Going tables. Just delete this table and I'll just recreate. Just Control C. Do confirm. So we should always give the key as a case sensitive. Okay. So create table. DynamoDB. So log ID is there. We have to give capital D. Now everything is correct. To create table, it will take a few seconds. Again, we'll just do a plan. So now it should work. So it will take a few seconds. Okay, it's created. Now again we'll just go and clear the screen and do it again. So now we should not face any issue. Okay, acquiring the state. We can see if anything is here. Okay, so here you can see it's showing plan is done. So now there will be no items will be there actually. So once apply is done, so it will simply delete the key. So explore items, and in S3 bucket also I will see if anything is there. Okay, nothing came yet. So we are going to just do apply. Terraform apply. So it will go and create instances. So till then we'll just wait. We have to do yes as always. So I'll just pause for a few seconds, and I'm getting some error. Okay, security group already existed. Why we didn't delete? Here also you can see, okay, that's fine. Deleting state log is happening. Okay, okay. So here you can see now the state file has been created dev. Okay, here we can see the state file also. So when we did apply, so in that case we got the state file. And what we can do, we can just change the security group name for now, and then again we'll do apply. So that here you can see acquiring the state log. And one more thing I can do here. Here also I'm going to just apply Terraform apply. We'll see what happens. As at two places, same thing is going to happen. If I do yes here, and now here if I see, so you can see it got an error acquiring the state log. So in this case, it can, like, you can prevent the conflict of state file in your team. So in this way you can use the DynamoDB and the S3, and I hope you understood how in the background this is working. So this is all the thing of that key which we created in the DynamoDB. So that is the only the main thing. So whenever we are applying, it is creating a key, and then whenever it is completed, that key is getting deleted. Actually, my system is slow. Otherwise, we could have see if we do tables. Explore items. Okay, so here you can see the keys actually. This ID is there, operation, right? So I'll just refresh it. 2 is there. Here is still it's creating. So once it is completed, then we will see only one should be there. Other one is, I guess, from the another terminal. Okay, only one is there now. I guess this is completed. Okay. So in this way you can see how Terraform with remote state with S3 and DynamoDB is working. So now it's time to just destroy to save cost. So that's it guys for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.